Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming my wisdom teeth experience video. I wanted to make this video because before I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I was scared out of my mind to death. Like, I didn't want to do it. I was like, I hated every aspect of doing it. So I wanted to make this video for someone who's about to go through it and doesn't know what to expect. So a little bit about my teeth. I know this is kind of weird, but I have a really small jaw, and I did have braces when I was in 6th grade, so a little bit ago. My wisdom teeth did come up straight, except for this one, so I didn't have impacted wisdom teeth. If you have impacted wisdom teeth, it's gonna be way, way, way worse. But I didn't, so I can't speak on that, but I do know my boss has had it done with impacted teeth, and it's really bad apparently. So basically it's been 11 days since my surgery. As you can tell, I am fully back into my normal voice. I'm also back into my normal diet, and everything's basically normal now. So I did want to like give you guys a little bit of like a story about it. If you have any questions that I don't answer, feel free to leave me a comment down below and I will try to get back to you. I'm normally pretty good about that. I got mine done on a Thursday. I would recommend, if you work or you're in school, getting it done later, like the later half of the week. I got it done on a Thursday so I could take off Thursday and Friday, but then come back to work on Monday, which I did end up doing, even though I was a little hesitant about it. But I did end up going back to work on Monday morning. So I went in, I did it in the morning. I would also recommend getting your appointment in the morning because then you have that whole day to recover. I got IV anesthesia. If you're like me, I hate needles more than life itself, and I was deathly afraid. So I just looked away. It hurt, but I got through it. They just put a little IV in your arm, and I literally don't remember anything. You don't feel anything, you don't remember anything. And then I got out of surgery about an hour later, and they sit you in a chair, and basically you sit there and you wait for the anesthesia to fully wear off. I had absolutely zero weird reaction to the anesthesia. Like, you know those videos you see on Instagram where the kids are going crazy and like won't get in the car because like they don't remember? Like, that did not happen to me at all. I was like fully functional and fine. I had the gauze in my mouth, which is what makes you not able to shut your mouth, and I would say that was the most annoying part because it tickles the back of your throat and it makes you feel like you're literally gonna gag, and it's like terrible. My pain was honestly not that bad. I never had to take like the freaking like Percocets or whatever. I took the 800 milligram antibiotic, or 800 milligram ibuprofen, and the amoxicillin. I was on painkillers for the first 3 days, but I honestly don't think I ever needed to be on them. I was never in that much pain. The diet I would say you should stick to is probably literally just pudding, applesauce, and I tried pasta the second day, but that was not a good idea. I would honestly just stick to like basic foods. I would say that you're gonna be hungry for about a week. You can't eat normal food, and you're just gonna be hungry. You're not getting a normal nutritional value. You're not on a good diet. You lose like 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds in the first 3 days. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. The amoxicillin gave me a rash that basically felt like itchy hives, but then when it went away, my skin is peeling off. You can't really tell from this distance, but it literally feels like I have the driest skin and it's flaking off everywhere. I was on antibiotics for the first 9 days, and then I was off of them, so I'm now off of them, but that's the only thing they did to me that was kind of weird. The saltwater rinses, I would really recommend. So rinse with salt water every chance you get. You get food stuck in it, and when I went back for my follow-up appointment, she was like, yeah, there's a bunch of food left in your mouth, and I was like, great. So honestly, it's just not that bad. Don't read into it the night before. I read into it the night before like so much and literally freaked myself out. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, and nothing happened to me. I'm fine, I'm still here. If you're on birth control, you can read some places that it says that if you're on birth control, you're more likely to get dry socket, which is kind of true, but kind of not true. My doctor said that it is true, but she doesn't really see it as like a threat. Like, you shouldn't be like freaked out by it or anything. which I do agree with, like, don't freak out about it. If you go back and watch my video that I posted a couple days ago, which is what's in my backpack camp counselor edition, you can tell my mouth was not fully okay. I was talking a little weird. You're definitely like guarding your mouth because it's so swollen. But I'm good now. I can brush my teeth. I'm eating a normal diet. I had Fruit Loops earlier, like I can chew. I do still feel a little pain some days, like twinges, but honestly, it's just not that bad. And I honestly just want to tell you right now, it's just really not that bad. It's not a big deal. I would have someone take care of you for the first couple of days because you're not yourself and you are in pain. It's not like it didn't hurt. It was like kind of a dull pain. Don't get overly ambitious with food too fast. I got overly ambitious with food a little too quickly. I was like, oh, I'm good. I can eat like this, that, and the other thing because this didn't hurt, but that's not true. I would not try pasta. I wouldn't do any of that. I would literally just stick to an all liquid diet. You should look up things that you can eat that have protein in them because you're on such low protein that it's like almost ridiculous. I found out that there's protein in tomato soup, tofu, and cottage cheese, and those 3 things I was definitely able to eat. I used a straw on the 4th day, which I wouldn't recommend doing any sooner. Also, I know it's hard to brush back there because it's like but you have to do it. Like, I know it's like kind of but you kind of have to do it because it's like it gets disgusting back there. Your breath's gonna smell really bad for the first little bit. Black tea bags really help if you start bleeding randomly, if it bothers you. I would carry a water bottle with you everywhere you go because you want to rinse that out. I went back to work on the 4th day. I would say you can resume normal activity like as you feel necessary, but I went dorm shopping 3 days after and I was not ready to go out. I thought I was, but like I could barely talk. I was low energy. I was grumpy. I like shouldn't have done it, but I did it. I'm here. My dorm stuff's bought. So, you know, like just do everything at your own pace, but it's not that bad, I promise. I would recommend getting a pill cutter. You can get these at Giant, or I don't know if Giant's not everywhere, but you can get these at a bunch of different places. Basically, you put the pill in this little blue part and you just like push it down and it comes out right here because your pain meds are huge. They're like this big and they're impossible to swallow. So this was a lifesaver for me. I used it every single day that I cut a pill. So, you know, a week. I used this and it helped a lot. I would say to not go extreme and take the less extreme painkiller first and then go to the more extreme. You don't, like, I have a low pain tolerance, but I never needed the higher level of pain meds, and I think going to the higher level first would be a big no-no because then you're like, oh, I need this, but you really don't. So I'd recommend not doing that. So yeah, really my wisdom tooth experience was not bad. I was not on a good diet. Also, you're gonna lose your appetite because you're not eating as much. So like, don't just like assume you're gonna go eat a steak the next in a week after. Like the first real meal I had was a couple days ago on Saturday. Today's Monday. And I couldn't even finish because I was just not hungry because it's been so long since I've had like a legit meal. But I'm back to eating everything I want. I'm back to drinking everything I want. The only pain I have left is like up here on like, I think it's like, I don't think it's infected. I just think it's like not healed yet, which is totally normal. It's only been a little over a week. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. It's really not that bad. Everybody has to do it. I literally went into the office, the doctor's office, and I was in there with 4 other girls getting it done at the exact same time. Everybody has to go through it, and it sucks, but it doesn't suck nearly as bad as I thought. Also, I did swell a little bit, but honestly, the ice thing doesn't work. Like, I don't think, I didn't do it as well as I should have, but the 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off ice on both sides, honestly, to me, doesn't work. I don't know how other people experienced it. If you did have a good experience with it, let me know, but I really feel like it didn't do anything for me, so yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below. If you're like concerned about it or you're getting it done tomorrow and you're like freaking out, message me. You can, not message me. I'm not gonna give you my number. You can comment down below and I will comment back with you. We can talk about it all night. Like, I'm good, I'm down for it. I know it's like scary and like not fun. So yeah, remember that no two mouths are the same. So I might have had an experience that someone else had a terrible experience with, but for me, I hate going through stuff like that and I was perfectly fine. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.